Partly because I'm personally concerned, because if Scotland became an independent country, it would mean that my mother and father would be foreigners.
You'd have to move back.
Maybe the many people in this room and elsewhere would think, oh, fantastic, well that means you'd have to leave too. So, you know, every cloud has a silver lining, I suspect, for some people. But I don't like the idea, and that's because I think that in the words of the old phrase, we're stronger together. And I think that if you look at all the institutions which have been successful over the last 100 years, if you look at the National Health Service, many of the founding figures in establishing the NHS and many of the people who run our great teaching hospitals now are and were Scots. If you look at the success of the BBC, it was founded by a Scot, John Reith, and to this day you will have people from Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland contributing. If you think about what our armed forces do in order to keep us safe, their strength derives from the fact that they draw from the four nations of the United Kingdom. If you think of our police force, some of our most distinguished chief constables have been people who've come from Scotland and Wales and cut their teeth there before going on to run our great sort of metropolitan police forces here. So I just think that we benefit as a result. I do think it's the case that now that Scotland has its own parliament through devolution, that there needs to be a bit of rebalancing on one or two issues, including particularly how we finance the rest of Scotland relative to the United Kingdom. But I think that this referendum will probably result in people voting to stay within the United Kingdom, and then we can have an amicable discussion about how everything can work better.
That's wonderful.
It's not clear legally what Scotland's status would be as an independent country if it seceded. It's not clear that it would even be allowed to join the European Union. And in Spain, which is going through a terrible time at the moment, they'd be deeply unhappy about the idea of a seceding country being able to enter the European Union, because that means that potentially they might have the area around Barcelona, Catalonia, or they might have the Basque country seceding all over again. And I don't think that they'd regard that with equanimity. The other thing is that you're absolutely right. Any new accession country in the European Union has to promise that it will at one stage join the euro, and it has to run its economic policies on the basis that it will. Even if Scotland didn't join the euro and it were an independent country, it would still use the pound, but it wouldn't have any say over what happened in the Bank of England or on the policies of the dominant, which would be England, economic power controlling the pound. So, you know, even when you think what's going to happen to the military bases in Scotland, what's going to happen at Rosyth and Faslane, how are you going to maintain employment there? How is RAF Lossiemouth and their search and rescue service going to survive in an independent nation? You know, there are lots of uncomfortable questions.